Hello, my name is Staria Saunders, and here is the devotional for Wednesday, December 4th, entitled The Christmas Stocking, from the book The Gifts of Christmas by Sheila Walsh. Waiting, as we see it in the people on the first pages of the Gospel, is waiting with a sense of promise. By Henry Nguyen. Waiting is hard. If you've ever had to wait for news about a loved one, an update on a diagnosis, your child's college acceptance letter, or a long-held dream to be fulfilled, you know that well. Perhaps you are waiting now. The hardest thing about waiting, I think, is to keep hope alive, to still believe, and to stay open and expectant. I often wonder what waiting was like for God's people as the Old Testament closed its pages. There are over 300 prophecies about the coming Messiah in the Old Testament, all of them written hundreds of years before Christ's birth. How do you keep hope alive for hundreds of years? They weren't just waiting for any child. They were waiting for the Savior, the one who would change everything. Earlier in his prophecy, Isaiah foretold, "The virgin will conceive a child. She will give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel," which means God is with us. Isaiah 7:14. God with us, what a promise, yet what a wait. Over 300 prophecies, but then 400 years of silence. No more prophecies, no more words from God. I can't imagine what that wait must have been like. How do you keep a hope-filled heart year after year after year? I believe that the only way is this. God had promised that Christ would come, and God never lies. So they passed on the promise to their children, and they waited. I don't know where you are in your faith journey or how long you have waited for a promise to be fulfilled. But as we move into this holy season, can you open your heart again to hope, to expectancy? I will never forget the pure joy as Barry opened his gift that day. He was a little surprised to be digging into his stocking in March, but what was wrapped deep inside was life-changing for us. I don't know what God has tucked away for you, but I do know this: God is for you. Trusting God in the waiting brings us closer to His presence. You may have been hurt or disappointed. You may have stopped looking for miracles, but pause for a moment and remember, no matter what you are waiting for, the greatest gift has already been given. He was given for you. He is with you now, even though He was once wrapped in the most fragile, unexpected wrapping of all. And now I would like to wish you a Merry Christmas. Filled everything bright, filled with love and happiness. Have a merry, merry, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.